okay? So while you guys may be working on drawings named different names, in the end, we're going to compile them all and put all the drawings, XREF them, and overlay them, and do all the things that we need to do. And we're going to come up with a final set of drawings that are actually in these tabs, okay?
Right.
Okay. And there may be times when we don't put certain drawings in one file and we don't have it in the same tabs. But overall, we're going to try to put all of our drawings in one file and put them all under each sheet in a different tab. Okay. Now, if you zoom in here, and if you guys need to take a break, if you need to go get some water, just let me know so that I can give everybody 5 minutes. Okay.
We're good. I'm good.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So one of the things I want you guys to look at is this is a standard title sheet that we use in this area. And in this title sheet, this is how I want all of our title sheets to look mostly. I mean, the names and titles and all that kind of stuff. The names may change. It might not be septic and tree conservation and sediment control. It may be some other kind of plan. It may be structural design. It may be, something else. But what I'll do is I'll send you a note, and I'll say, set up a drawing, use this template, use a certain template, and I will say to you, set up for me the vicinity map, do and get that going, and these are the sheets that I want in the plan, okay? And so whoever I send that email to or that note to, then their job is to use the template that I spec to you, and then set it up. And what I'll do is I'm going to print out a copy of the template, and I'm going to mark it up in red what I want on it until we get to a point where you guys can just take it from scratch, okay?
Right.
Okay. All right, so one of the first things that we're going to talk about then, as we go through this thing, the titles, again, they're pretty self-explanatory. I'll tell you what to put here. But the vicinity map is always something that I don't like to deal with, vicinity maps. I don't know why. I just don't like them. But this is because I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just kind of like a waste of my design time when I could have somebody else to set up this type of thing in the computer, right? I could actually be designing something while one of you guys actually put together this stuff while the design is getting done. And when you get finished with this type of thing, then I can have some design ready for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're going to go over how to actually create the vicinity map, okay? And you guys got to get your brains on high now. Now, one of the phrases that I use with my children, I tell them sometimes, turn your brain on high. Don't keep it on low, right? So I need you to turn your brains up here a little bit, and because we're going to go to some website, and I'm going to show you pretty much what we do in this area with regard to how we're going to set the vicinity maps up, okay?
Okay.
So there's a website, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that website, and you guys can't see it yet, but I'm going to go to it. I'm going to put it to this screen. Let me minimize this thing, and I'm going to make it so you can see both of my screens. Where's my screen here? I'm going to make it so you can see both of them. All right. All right. Can you guys see both of the screens now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So now you can see the cat on one side and you can see the internet on the other side, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yes. Is it showing up pretty clear, or is it pretty crude? It's clear.
Clear.
Yeah, all right. Clear? Okay, yep. Good. All right, so in Prince George's County, which is where we're located, and where probably I would say 70–80% of our work is, there's a site that is called PG Atlas. All right? Everybody, you can write that down on your notebook, www.pgatlas.com. pgatlas.com. And pgatlas.com, you'll always have to hit run this plug because it uses the Silverlight software. I don't know why they use it. It's actually kind of lame to me, but they use it, and it gets the data to us. So everybody copy that link down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Now run this plug, and it'll pop up. All right. Now you got to go through this. You got to just hit OK. I have read and understand this stuff. Just hit that and keep going through, and then hit this big arrow called Go to Map. Okay. And then at the bottom right, there's this thing called Advanced Mapping. Can you all see that very well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Click in the screen. Okay. And now I have an entire, this is one of the best GIS systems in the country. Okay. And this thing, I'm telling you, it really is one of the best GIS systems that I've ever seen, because it'll basically pull up everything for you. Okay, so right at the top, if I give you a property address, and I tell you on your note, give me a vicinity map for a particular piece of property, and I'll give you the address, then you're going to come in here. You come in here where the binoculars are, search address, and you come right here and you find the address. The address bar will pop up, and then you enter the address. And so I'm going to enter the address of this site, 9107 Old Marlboro Pike. There you go. Hit search. Okay, can you guys see it? Yes. Yeah. And then I'll hit this down arrow, and the next thing you know, I have all this wonderful information about this property, right? And then the other beautiful thing is if I hit this this magnifying glass, it'll zoom right to the property. You see that?
Oh, that is cool, man.
Right? It zooms right to the property. It highlights your property in blue. And then you can zoom out a little bit. And the next thing you know, you have for yourself on the screen a vicinity map with street names, with everything that you need. Now, the problem is you don't know, how can I get this into my AutoCAD? Well, everybody knows how to use the print screen function on your computer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
Oh, say again?
I said kind of.
All right. Who is that speaking?
Brian.
Okay. All right. So, Brian, I'm going to show you. If you look on your computer keyboard, you'll see, look along the top. Normally, it's on the top right side of your keyboard. There's a print screen thing there, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Most of the time, if you hit print screen, what it does is it'll actually copy a portion of, it'll copy whatever's shown on your screen into your clipboard on your computer. So I'm going to press print screen. You can't see it, but I'm going to tell you that I'm pressing it right now. Print screen. I'm going to press it right now. I just pressed it, okay? And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a brand new blank Word document, right? And now I'm going to, you see the Word document came up.
Yeah.
Everybody can see the Word document?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm going to go page layout, and I'm going to set my orientation to landscape because that's a wider view. And then if I right-click with my mouse, I'm going to right-click with my mouse, and now if I hit paste, you see what happens?
Right.
A copy of my screen showing that vicinity map has just come up. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And now the only thing I need to do is go to my picture tools on my Word and crop that particular image. I crop it. And then I can make it bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Are you guys with me? I'm going to make it.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that? Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so now I've just essentially taken that image from the and you can do anything on that you find in the computer, you can do this with Google Earth. You can do this with anything in the computer that you can print the screen. You can find stuff, print the screen, and then import it into a Word document, right? But the problem is now I don't know. I can't take a Word document necessarily and import it into my AutoCAD. It needs to become an image file. So how do I do that? The way that I do it is I say I print this to PDF, okay?
You was going to say do the PDF writer, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, do you have a, Brian, do you have a PDF create? You said you do, right?
Yeah.
Do you have Adobe or some other third party? Which one?
I believe it's Adobe's.
Okay. It has to be Adobe, not Adobe Acrobat Reader. It has to actually be Adobe, not the Reader. So if you only have the Reader, then you're gonna have, if in order to do this, you have to get some other type of PDF creator software. And some of them are very, very cheap. I used to use one called PDF Maker that I bought for $20. But Adobe is what I use now. So I'm going to print this to Adobe, and then it's going to give me a file. You see, it's going to ask me to give a file. And so what I'm going to do is call this also. I'm going to call this class 3315. Okay. Okay. VC Map. I call it VC Map, and I'm going to save it. So it's in that folder. You see where it is? It's in the DWG folder, right? And now all of a sudden, if you look on this screen, it's going to pop up a new Adobe file. It's going to come up. Oh, let me close that one. Hopefully I didn't mess it up when I closed that other file. But if I did, it's no problem. So now and then I'll open that. I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna go to C drive, Land Projects, 14.4, and then I'm going to go to my DWG folder, right? And you see it. My Vicinity map drawing is my PDF file is in there. You see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And I don't have to, going back to my other screen now, I don't have to save this file. I don't want to save it because it's junk. I don't need to keep creating junk on my computer.
Right.
All right? And so now that I'm in here, the only thing I have left to do is save this as a TIFF file or a JPEG file, and that's what I'll do. Save as image TIFF. All right, and so I'm going to make sure I'm in the right directory. There it is right there. Save. Now that's done. All right?
Yeah.
So now if I want to create, I'm sorry?
I was just going to say, I've always had to scan it on my scanner. I never knew that you could use that Adobe Reader to save it as a TIFF like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can't use Adobe Reader. Now, it has to be Adobe Acrobat, not the Reader, but the actual Adobe Acrobat.
Yeah, I wrote it down, Adobe Reader.
Yeah, it has to be something that could actually make the PDF file, okay?
Yeah. Right, right.
Are you with me, Brian?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, just let me know if it's getting to be too much before you guys.
No, I'm good to go.
It's good? We're good. Okay.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
So now that I have that TIFF file, the only thing I need to do now is import it into this drawing. And one thing I want you guys to notice is for all of these things, for all of the images that we use, any image that we use for the most part, unless it's a design image that we're like a sketch or something that I'm using in the drawing, all these image files like details from State Highway Administration, details from Soil Conservation Office for Sediment Erosion Control Plans, any of those standard details are always going to be in the paper space layout. And the reason why I put them in the paper space layout is because it cuts down on a lot of regeneration time instead of putting them in the model space and cutting a viewport in the paper space. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
All right. So So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type the command IM for image. IM, y'all can see it down there. Everybody sees it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to say attach, and I'm going to go to the project directory. You know, everything is important to be in the right project. And I'm going to DWG, and I'm going to look for my file. Now you see, I see the Vicinity map one right here, the TIFF file. This is it right here. See it? I'm going to select it, and I'm going to hit OK. Hit OK. Now, that's in there, but I can't select it. Why can't I select this? You see, I can't even grab it.
Frame. Turn your image frames on.
Right. Are you, Brian, are you following me?
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
All right, okay. So if you find yourself not being able to select the actual image, that's because the frame is not on, the image frame. The way that you get the image frame to turn on is you got to go to Modify Object, Image, Frame, and then turn it on for ON for on. Okay?
Or type image frame.
Yeah, or you can type, exactly, you can type image frame there, just like you see the command at the bottom. Okay, so now that the image frame is on, now we still don't have it at the right scale yet, right? So one of the things that we do is we come in here and we look, we say, okay, this Vicinity map needs to be at scale 1 to 1,000. And you see the beautiful thing about this PG Atlas printout, you see at the bottom it has a scale on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That scale is 1 inch. You see right here, from this point right here to this distance over here, that's 1,000 feet. So since this is in paper space mode, I'm going to type scale, SC for scale, and then I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to select some base point there, and I'm going to type RE for reference, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to select the reference length that I want. And from that point to this point, now the new length for that is 1, because we want 1 unit to be equal to 1,000 feet, 1 inch to be equal to 1,000 feet. So the new length is that. Now it's to a proper scale of 1 inch equals 1,000 feet.
Hey,
that's it.
Jay.
Yeah.
Can you make the AutoCAD layout area big? Is it because it's small for some reason?
Oh, you mean the screen itself?
The AutoCAD my desktop screen.
Like, what about, is that good?
No, I can only see like a little bit of it.
No, you got to make sure your screen is maximized now.
I did. It is. I guess you was zoomed in. I don't know.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can do anything. Is that better? All right. So is everybody having a hard time seeing?
No, I can see it fine.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can't read the streets or anything, but I can see it fine.
All right, but you understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so you see right here, these are the street names. You can see them now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically if I zoom out of that, now the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just select this line type right here inside the vicinity map thing, and I'm going to set my layer to that. And I'm going to start tracing streets.
Yeah.
And I'm going to label them. And that's it. One of the things we do is we could just simply move this out of the way, and then I can move all this stuff right here out of the box, right? And then I'm going to slide my image where I want it. This is my site right in here. So I'm going to slide the site right to I'm going to slide it down here so I can catch all the road names, right? And then the other thing that we need to do is we need to be able to see the frame, right? So what I do is I select the image, and I go display order. Where is it called?
Tool.
Display. And I send it to the back. Okay, you see it? Now I can see everything. And the only thing I do next is I just start tracing. And for my site, I'll just copy this stuff right here, just like that, and have it to point right at my site, right? And then I'll trace the site, and I'll trace all that stuff and trace it and copy the road names and do all that stuff, and then we'll have a vicinity map. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Okay?
I've done a many.
All right, so let's go around the table. Everybody okay with that process?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, not bad at all.
All right.
I got you.
So something like this, a vicinity map, should take you guys only about 15 minutes to do it if you follow these steps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes.
So are we good on the print screen part, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you got to print screen. Press that button. And what I want everybody to do is, I need for everybody to go practice doing that, because that's very, very valuable when you get to like doing aerial views of, like, if we need to do a community type drawing where we need to show the community how a particular project is going to impact their neighborhood or something like that, and we need aerial shots. We can get the aerial shots from PG Atlas as well, but we'll need to print screen and drag them into the drawing and then print them out. So it'll be like an overhead flyover type shot, okay?
Yeah. Aerial.
Exactly.